Hi guys, Luca here from Sabre Airsoft, back again with the Delta Armory Glocks here. So first off, I'm pretty sure I was wrong about the trigger bar being the problem with these. I'm fairly certain it is related to the blowback housing. And the reasoning for this, the reason I think it's the blowback housing is because of the differences in the wear. So on the left here is the broken one, and this one on the right is one that is still working for now. So if we look at the one on the left, this is the broken one, and you can see where the trigger bar's been running, and you can see that very clearly, that dark line there, that's where it's been running. And if you follow that line, you'll notice that it sits on the inside of this arm here, and in fact, we don't even see any real evidence of it ever really interacting. We see it just faintly on the edge. I've taken a picture of this, and I'll put that up on the screen now. And I've also taken a picture of this other one as well. And you can see on this other one, the one that's not broken, that, if you can get the lighting right here, you can see those little notches going along here, and you can see the dark line is more on the arm. So I think what's happening is as the slide is coming forward, it's hitting just the tip here, and I can't see any, I mean, I can maybe see some evidence of where it's hitting on the front here. On this one, it's hitting near enough bob on, and it's just skating along the edge, but it's generally on the edge and on the whole thing the entire way. But as I say, on this one, we don't see that. We don't see any evidence, really. We see a tiny bit, maybe where we were at first, but it's right on the very edge of this bar. And what I think's happening is the trigger bar is getting caught and then being pushed inwards, which is bending it, which is then leading to the slide sitting canted, which is what's leading to this unusual level of wear here. And you can see as well that the side here is quite a bit shinier than on this one, even though this, oh no, sorry, this one's shinier. Oh, use my brain. It's been a lot. My day job is killing my brain today. But you can see that there is a difference in the wear patterns between the two. Obviously, with the broken one, it's being pushed up more in this direction than on the working one. And I think it's all related to the castings. Because even looking at the hammers, the hammer rollers, you can see a slight difference in quality. There's flashing on this one, but there isn't on this one. And that's all well and good, being able to identify it. Can't replace that part because I don't know of where I'd even get the exact same part. As far as I'm aware, TM ones are different. I'll have to look into that. But that's not the worst part. The worst part is that Delta Armory knew. They knew about this problem and they still set them out. It's not on. And a lot of people won't care. They'll be like, oh, it's a cheap company. Of course they're going to do that sort of thing. But you should care. You should. We should be telling these companies that that's not on. You shouldn't be sending out 120, 30 odd quid gun with a known problem that you know is going to break it. And I know that they know because they've got a second match, which apparently has fixed the problem. But you shouldn't be sending it out, especially around Christmas time. Think about this, right? This company has sent out to all their distributors, and that's gone on to the retailers. And then, a mum or a dad has gone out and bought their teenage child a new pistol for Christmas. A shiny new pistol, and the kid's going to open it on Christmas, and they're going to go, "Oh, it's broken." And then that parent's going to be upset. They're going to go to the retailer and they're going to give the retailer give it to them in the ear. They're going to go, "Oh, you sold me a broken gun." Retailer's not going to know any better because they were sealed. These come sealed, and then the retailer then passes that hate on to the UK distributor, which in this case I believe is Patrol Base, and then they get it in the neck. And all that could be avoided if they'd just gone, "Oh, there's a problem with the guns, let's delay launch a little bit, and, you know, put out an announcement and say what the problem was, and we fixed it, yay us. If they'd done that, brilliant. That would have been great PR. Like, it's not like it would be an exception to the rule for a company to do that. Take Volsk, for example. Notoriously, they've had issues. Notoriously. The VMP1, great example, cracked stocks galore. What have they done? They've learned from it. The VMP2 still isn't out. It was supposed to be out this year, but it's not because they've delayed to make sure that they've got good parts to begin with, and that they've got loads and loads of spare parts on hand in case something goes wrong. And I'm told that they're going to provide support to all retailers in order to resolve any issues that might crop up. That's the better way to do it. It's still not perfect, just make it right in the first place, but it is better. This, though, unacceptable. And I am starting to think that if you're going to buy Delta Armory, wait for the first batch to go and be sold and get off the market, and then get the second batch. Because it seems to me that they always solve the problem with the second batch when they should be solving it with the first batch, not the second. Do better. Anyway, this one's still working, goes back to the owner. This one I get to have fun with because the owner has told me I can just strip it apart and do what I want with it and see what works, see if I can fix it, and if I can't, oh well, not the end of the world. He doesn't think he can claim warranty on account of, you know, he burned it a little bit. But yeah, this one will go back to customer, probably give it a bit of a loop. But as I say, I'm not sure this one is going to survive because of the signs of the hammer skipping along here. That's only going to get worse. This is a very soft pot metal, and that's only going to get worse. So, long and short, should you buy Delta Armory Glocks? No, don't. Just don't. Avoid them. Buy a TM or a WE. They'll last longer. Anyway, that's it for this video. I wanted to get it out as quickly as I could to say I was wrong about the trigger bar, especially after looking at WEs. I do think that trigger bar is probably okay, to be fair. I mean, it does bend, obviously, but that is a result of something going on here. That not being up to spec. I did measure the two, by the way. This one is actually slightly shorter, which was interesting. It could be my calipers doing that, though, because visually this one does look slightly thinner as well. But the alignment on this gun is just much better than the alignment on this one, which has led to the premature failure. Very premature failure, and hence extra wear here. You can sort of see the difference with this little ridge that appears on this one in the casting, whereas this has been just rounded off. Yeah, don't buy the Delta Armory Glocks. It's just not worth it. Spend that same amount of money and get one that you know is actually going to work. Get a WE or get a TM. Simple as that. Anyway, catch you on the next one.